Guys, it's Jodi. I'm inviting you into my home yoga studio. Before we hit the mat, I wanted to talk about some of my essentials for my yoga practice. I always have, obviously, my water bottle, and I wanted to share a product that one of my friends makes. The Chakrati Remedies, they're flower essences. My friend Alexis actually grows the plant on her property and processes them there, but I always add a couple drops of flower essences to my water before yoga. I really find that it calms me, it stabilizes me, it just amplifies the practice. The other oils that I always use, I always start my day with our parasympathetic oil. Never know how to show this so you can see it. And I'm going to show you exactly how I use it, especially for yoga. I always just smell it as kind of a trigger to help me zone in on the oil and really start the relaxation process. And then I just put my thumb on the bottom, pointer finger on the top, flip the bottle, and then apply it behind the earlobe. I do both sides. You can do one or the other. It's really personal preference. So that's something I do definitely at the start of my practice. I feel like it helps me ground and center, be present in my body. It helps me tune into my breath a little bit more. And speaking of breath, one of my other absolute favorites is the circulation blend. And I'll show you where I apply it. I like to put it on the clavicle bones. I'm going to actually show you. If you go ahead and follow with me and just put your two fingers on your clavicle bones, those are really key drainage points and kind of movement points. And so I sometimes just kind of give it a little assessment. Is it tender? Does it feel like it's flowing? If it's tender, that might be a point that I just kind of gently tend to throughout the day. You can kind of gently butterfly stroke it, but that's a good topical application point. I also like to put it at the back of my head. And what I find that does is helps improve blood flow to the brain, both during the yoga practice and afterwards. If if I'm ever kind of feeling fatigued, I sometimes put it along the sides of the neck as well. Definitely on the clavicle points. You can put this on your wrists and on your ankles to help improve blood flow and bring warmth to the extremities. In combination with the circulation, I really, really, really love our lymph flow blend. I always put that on the sides of the neck, and then obviously I don't do this in the yoga studio, but you can put it kind of under your armpits. It's really great. The big congestion points for lymph are kind of the neck, the armpits, and along the bikini line. When I put it along the bikini line, I notice that I can hold warrior poses and go a little bit deeper and just feel a little bit stronger and more solid in my pose. And then the other two that I love the adrenal blend, and I just put a little bit on the low back. The other thing that I do, if the class is doing a lot of balance postures, I find that if I smell this, it's a lot easier for me to hold, tree pose or something, and maybe go a little bit deeper, close my eyes. I just feel much more grounded, much more centered. I sometimes put it on the bottom of the feet. I'm actually going to show you another lymph point when we go to the mat that you can use for the bottom of the feet. And the final blend that I like to throw into the mix is a new blend. It's our fascia blend. And I really love it. I grind my teeth. And so for me, it's great to put it around the neck. I also have very tight hips. And so I've noticed that when I put it on my hips, I'm better able to, do harder things. I don't cheat and pigeon as much. So those are kind of my oils and my flower essence that I use to start practice. Now I'll show you a few more points. Okay, so thanks for meeting me down on my mat. I want to show you a couple more application points. So this point between the toes on the feet is a really good application point. You can put the lymph blend there. You can put the adrenal blend there. It's good for lymph flow. It's good for kidney. And then one of my other favorite points is the spleen 6 point. Figure out a better way to show you. So you take 4 finger widths. It's right here. It's a divot. And you're going to apply parasympathetic is a good one there, the spleen shape oil. And then one of my other favorite strategies is a heart wheel. And what I like to do, I like to put the heart blend over my heart. So many yoga practices are heart opening, you know, when you're leaning open, when you're stretching up, all of these things are kind of giving your heart space to open and expand. And so in addition, you can, I guess I can demonstrate, you can lean back over this and try to hold it for as long as it's comfortable, you know, and it's a little bit like holding your breath underwater, you know, you kind of just do it for as long as you feel comfortable. And I hope that these oils help you strengthen your practice. If you're new to yoga and you just are trying it out, they're a really good way to, you can just do a very simple flow, the sun salutation flows. I'll do a quick one with you guys. It's hard to record yourself on yoga video, but let me see if I stand up, if you can see me. Maybe not, but just standing, you know, and then you forward fold, come up for a little breath, go into your chaturanga. But the one thing I wanted to show you, kind of the balance poses with grounding. If you put parasympathetic on your low back, kind of right around here, it really helps you ground and center. Or you can smell, and it's really nice. It just helps you, you know, when you're in your tree pose or any balance pose, or even going into more of the side poses and balance poses. I really find it gives you kind of that extra buoyancy and focus and grounding. And then of course you can tether any intention that you might have for your yoga practice or your day, you know, and when you're smelling the oil during practice, and then if you smell it again after practice, it just helps to kind of seal in that intention and keep that goal front and center in your mind. So I hope this was helpful. I hope we're going to be giving you a special offer on Alexis's Chakrati blends. They're really lovely. My favorite is the rose blend, and she's got some wonderful lily blends, but they all have their own magic. So thank you, you guys. Please feel free to send any other questions and I will be happy to answer them.